Hi, friends. Do you ever like to play that you're something else? Like, do you ever pretend that you're a doctor or a nurse taking care of patients? I know a lot of you like to pretend that at school. You are excellent doctors and nurses at school. And I have a story for you today about a little bunny named Ruby. Max and Ruby, they're one of my favorites. And Ruby really wants to play doctor with her brother Max. This book is called Max's Checkup. Let's see what happens when Max and Ruby play doctor together. Oh, it looks like Ruby has a friend helping her. Ruby's wearing a little nurse cap, and her friend is wearing a doctor's light and a stethoscope. That's for listening to a heartbeat. Max was drawing with his markers. "Blue," said Max. "Louise is coming over. We will play with her doctor's kit," said Ruby. "Ding dong! Louise is here," said Ruby. "Louise, this can be our doctor's office," said Ruby. They put a sign up. We could do that. Ruby said, "I will be the nurse." Louise said, "I will be the doctor." The girls looked in the kit. "This is to hear a heartbeat," said Ruby. "This is to check inside ears," said Louise. "This is a stethoscope." Can you say that word? Stethoscope for checking heartbeats. And the one that you use to look in ears is called an otoscope. Say that? Otoscope. Those are fun words. "We need someone to be sick," said Ruby. "Max," said Louise. Do you think Max will want to play? Let's see. "Max, you need a checkup," said Ruby. But Max was not sick. "Orange," said Max. "You can draw later," said Ruby. This is what Max wants to do, isn't it? "Come on, Max. This will be fun," said Ruby. Louise checked Max's eyes. "They look okay," said Louise. "Now we need to check his heart," said Ruby. "Purple," said Max. She's taking the markers out of his pocket. "You can draw later," said Ruby. She took Max's markers. Oh, man. Thump, thump, went Max's heart. "Sounds good to me," said Louise. "What is next, Doctor?" asked Ruby. The girls looked in their book. Max tried to leave. Ruby said, "Come back. We want to check your knees." Louise tapped Max's knee. Max giggled. "This is not funny," said Ruby. "Why do you think he giggled? Did it tickle?" "Let's check his funny bone," said Louise. She tapped Max's arm. He didn't laugh. Ruby said, "His arm must be broken." The girls put Max's arm in a sling. Does Max look happy or kind of mad? I think he looks kind of mad and grouchy. He doesn't want to play doctor. He wants to color. "Max, you must stay in bed," said Louise. Max did not want to stay in bed. He wanted to draw. When the girls were not looking, Max got his markers. Max went to his room. He took off his sling. He got out his red marker. And I think Max is making a sneaky face in this picture. He's up to something. The girls found Max. "Oh no," said Ruby. "He has chicken pox," said Louise. Do you know what he did? "Red," said Max. The end. Max kind of fooled his sister and her friend, didn't he? You should not draw all over yourself with a red marker. Just a story. Bunnies don't really talk. Bunnies don't really play doctor and use markers. Kids do. But not all over your bodies, right? Have fun playing today, and I will see you soon, friends.